Hello friends, what's up Culture Drop? I'm Galen. It's time for a little communication hack. Ready? Kitchen, but labeling. Good for moving boxes, bad for communication. Careful with this, it's really fragile. Oh! Can I hand this to you? Careful with it, it's really fragile, okay? All right, cool. So just a little bit of a communication hack for conversations and communication. I think it's important to remember, and just like a tool for yourself. That keeps conversations at the conversation level and prevents things from escalating into an argument or into conflict with somebody else, and that is labeling. Something that we do in, I think, romantic relationships, personal relationships, places where we feel really comfortable with people, or, it's not a customer service kind of thing where it's like, we have a more familiar relationship, but this is something that can just spark arguments that is unnecessary, and that is labeling. So to give some very specific examples of that, it can be things like labeling somebody as a certain type of person, right? Like, you're overly emotional, you're a crybaby, or you never listen to me, or nothing I ever do is good enough for you. Those types of things where we tell somebody like the kind of person that they are, as opposed to this is one specific event or the specific thing that you said to me that caused this reaction to me, focusing specifically on this unique event, not everything you ever do forever. It just has a way of triggering somebody and putting them immediately on the defensive and getting their hackles up when it's like, you're not a good listener, or you're inconsiderate, right? Or even like the thing that you said, that was really rude or whatever. It's like, if that person disagrees that it was rude, it just, a lot of times the argument is whether or not that was a rude thing to say, as opposed to that thing that you said caused me to feel hurt or caused me to feel like, disrespected, or, and like that is more important, is to say that very specific thing is what we're talking about, and that had this impact on me and it didn't feel great. Like, keep the conversation right there. So just in general, avoiding labeling someone's behavior as a certain type of behavior, as opposed to isolating the specific thing that happened and like the impact that it had on you or the impact that it had on that situation, I think is a lot more productive. And I think in general, to keep that in mind, like when you notice that you're labeling someone as a certain type of person, etc., like that is a lot of times the recipe for heightened emotions, and we were just having this conversation and now we're like in a fight about something. And this is at work, this is just a human interaction, but something to keep in mind. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have our weekly email list, The Culture Drop. You can subscribe to that and get these emails right in your inbox. Follow our social media channels. Put out a lot of free content around being more awesome and building great teams.